So, hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is PAB 365. Myself, Sujit. So, in this session, we are going to learn some advanced access mode that's available in our file handling. Whenever we are trying to tell that what is file handling, means we are just trying to open a file, performing some operation and closed it. Okay. So, mainly in this file handling, we are dealing with two type of file. One file will be text file and one more will be binary file. Okay, so as of now we are already dealing with both the things, means binary file as well as the text file. Then we have some advanced access mode that will be helpful in the both hand side, means the functionality will be same. Whenever you are trying to use, in case of your binary file, you just need to mention a b, means b will be represented our binary. Okay, so now we are trying to dealing with our all the advanced access mode in the form of our text file. Okay, so the fast text file, or we can say that the fast access mode that's available will called our R plus access mode. So what is this R plus access mode? Okay, so whenever we are trying to say this mode is used to read the content for a file and can write the content in the file as well as. Okay, before, whenever we are trying to use only the R, then at that time we are able to just read the data. Okay, now if I'm trying to use the R plus, then we can read the data as well as we can write the data, means both the things we can do at the same time. Okay, so but the functionality will be same. Okay, means we can read and write. But whenever we try to compare with our binary file, so at that time you need to mention RB plus, means write binary plus. Okay, so this is same, the functionality also will be same. Then how to do that, now we are trying to see now. So guys, I'm just trying to comment the previous thing. Okay, so now I'm just trying to open this file, means the sample.txt. Okay, so previously we are know that how to check a file will be readable or writable. We have two methods that's available. Now we are trying to take the same example to understand that. Okay, so now we are trying to open a file. So how to open a file? By the help of our with keyword, then we are trying to use the open function. This open function will take a mandatory argument that is called our file name with the help of the extension. Then here, previously whenever we are tried to open a file by the help of our read, then by default it will be text. But in this case, if we are try to represent our R plus, you need to rectify the same thing. Okay, so here I need to rectify. After I am getting this, I need to store in a file object, because this open method will return a file object. That's why after getting this, now I just want to find the pointer. Okay, so guys, how to find the pointer? By the help of our tail method. Okay, so first I need to check that where the file cursor will be pointing, because previously whenever we try to open by the help of our read access mode, at that time at the starting of the file it will be pointing. So as of now also same here. Okay, so guys, if you see here, every time it will be showing at the starting of the file. Then is there any chance we can send this controller to next line, or we can say that the pointer to moving forward? Yeah guys, so like that we have a tail, we have a seek method also. So what is the use of this seek method? So seek method is used to send the controller to a one file pointer to a another file pointer. Okay, as of now my file will be pointing to our 0 position. Now I just want to send to my file pointer to 10 point. Okay, so at that time here I need to use file object, or we can say that object reference dot our seek method. So guys, just see, now if I'm trying to run this one, it will take one mandatory argument. If I'm not passing, so guys, just see here it will be give me the error, because This seek method will take one mandatory argument. If you are not passing, it will be give you a type error. So now I just need to specify for that. So I need to send my controller, or we can say that the controller, to the 10 line, or we can say that 10 point. Now if I'm trying to do that, so it will be print that at the 10. So now I need to check that my controller will come to my 11 line, or we can say that 10 line or not, or we can say that the file pointer will be pointing to the 10 or not. So guys, if I'm trying to run this one more time, this 10, then it will be represent where the file cursor or the file pointer will be pointing. Okay, so after finding the file pointer, now my requirement will be I want to check the file which I am opening, that is called our sample.txt. It will readable or writable, both the things I need to check. So how to check? By the help of our object reference. So here we are trying to write the object reference dot readable. Okay, and also I'm just try to check for the writable as well as. Okay, so here I'm just try to take the file object. Okay, file object dot writable. Okay, now if I'm try to run this one, so guys, just see the both the readable and the writable, it will be give me the output as true, because the R plus access mode will be helpful to read the data as well as the write the data. Okay, now if I try to read some data, then here you need to use your file object dot the method called our read. So read will be helpful to read all the content that's available with the help of our space also. So here all the data will become. Okay, now if I try to add some data, then we can use the write method. Okay, so how to use it? So file object dot write. So here I'm just try to add Python. Okay, now if I try to run this one, so guys, just see, I'm just try to open this one. So this will be called our sample. Okay, after that I need to open this sample dot. Just see, after the triaright.com, Python will become, because we are both capable to write and read the particular things. Okay, so now the next one will be, the next access mode will be W plus access mode. So what is this W plus access mode? Says that, so W plus access mode says that we can create a file. Okay, means by the help of this W access mode we can create a file, but as of now here we cannot create a file. We are just able to read and write at a time. But if I try to use this one, this mode will always clear the previous content if the data will be exist. Like our write access mode, means if I try to open a file by the help of our write access mode, so at that time if the data will be present, it will be erased. If the file will be not present, it will be created that. So as compared to the W plus, here also we can read and write the data. If the data will be present, it will be overridden. Okay, or we can say that we can read the file and we can write the content in the file. Okay, now we are trying to see the same thing. We can, if I'm trying to take a existing data, so at that time how the things will be happen, now we are trying to see now. Okay, so first thing we are trying to open a file. So how to open a file? By the help of our with then open function. Here you need to write your file name. So my file name will be sample.txt. Now here I need to specify which access mode I need to use. So in this case I need to use my W plus access mode. So after this, my open function will give me a file object. So here I need to store that. So file object. After this, I need to check it is readable or writable. Okay. So here how to check that. So file object dot readable, and the next one will be file object dot writable. Okay, so we know that both the things will be give us the true, because here we are using the W plus. Okay, now we are trying to see the data. What about the sample data that's available? So guys, just see, Previously, we have some data called hello world, Python, hello Triaright. But after executing this, all the data are gone. Now, if I try to add some data, then we have two options. Either we can use the write method or write lines. Okay. Now we are trying to use the write lines. So here I am trying to create an extra variable, and here I am just trying to store all the data in the form of our list. So here I'm trying to take a sequence. Inside this sequence, I'm just trying to take hello world. Then here I'm trying to take Python. Okay, now I'm just trying to write all the content inside our this file called our sample.txt. So how to write? By the help of our file object dot write lines. Okay, because we are trying to add a sequence. So now here I'm just trying to pass the sequence data type. Now if I'm trying to run this one, so guys just see, after I am adding the data, all the data will be adding. Okay, now if I try to send the Python to the next line, after writing the hello world, you are try to use your forward slash send. Now if I try to run this one, so guys just see, hello world, then a new line will become and Python will be print. Okay, so this is the use case of our W plus access mode that available in our file handling. Then the last or the important will be our A plus, means our append access mode, or we can say that append plus access mode. So what is the use case of this? Okay, so whenever we are trying to dealing with this append, it will be helpful to append and read also right at the end of the things. Okay, previously whenever we are trying to dealing with our W plus, so at that time if I try to add some data, it will be adding from the starting. Okay, but in case of our append, it will be readable, also it will be writable, but all the content will be add at the end of the content, or we can say that after end of the data will be presented in your existing file. Okay, also the file pointer is at the ending of the file. This access mode is both readable, writable, also appendable, means we can append some data. Okay, so now we are trying to take this sample.txt. Again, we are just trying to add some data. Okay, first we are, if I try to perform any file handling, first we need to open that file. So here I'm just trying to open a file that is called sample.txt. Here I need to specify that I need to use my append plus access mode. So after that, here I need to specify that I need to store here. So first I need to check the both are readable or not, or writable or not. So here I need to write writable, and the next one I need to check the file object dot readable. Okay, so readable. Now, if I try to run this one, so guys just see, previously whenever I'm just try to run this one, it will deleting the data, or we can say that overriding the data. But in this case, it will be not deleting. Also, if I try to check the file pointer, so how to check the file pointer? By printing your file object dot tail method. Okay. Now if I try to run this one, at the end of your content, or we can say that at the end of your data, it will be showing the file pointer. Okay, now if I try to add some data, then we have two options. We can use our write method, or we can write line. So here I am just trying to use the write method. Okay, so here I'm just trying to directly use, so file object dot write. Here I need to take a string, so here I need to use append line. Okay, append lines. After I am just adding, I just want to run this one, so I need to kill the terminal. Okay, I'm just try to run this one. So guys, just see the output here. It will be tell me that it will be writable, readable, and it will be also telling the file pointer. After adding, just come to my sample, it will be telling that append lines. Okay, now if I try to send the controller to the next line, now you can use the slash n. Okay, now again if I try to run this one, so guys just see the append line will become to our next line. Okay, so this is all about our advanced access mode that's available in our file handling. So as compared to we are dealing with the text file. If I try to use all the things in our binary file also, it's work, but every time we are just try to add an extra thing that is called our b, means it will be represent our binary. Okay, now we are trying to write all the theoretical point that's available. Okay, so the first point that will be available in our R plus access mode, that is called this access mode. Okay, so this access mode is used to read the content. Okay, read the content from a file and write the content into a file. Both the things it will be possible. Then R plus, okay, now lowercase you need to write R plus access mode. R plus access mode can execute if the file is present. If the file will be not present, it will be not able to read or write the data. Okay, then the file pointer. Okay, so the file pointer is at the starting of the file, then the next one we are trying to see that the W plus access mode. Okay, in the lowercase you need to write, guys. Okay, W plus access mode. Okay, what is the W plus access mode? Says that in this access mode, okay, in this mode we can create a file. Okay, we can create a file. If file is not present, if the file is not present, then only it will be create the file. If the data will be available, if the data will present, okay, if the data will be present in the file, then the data will be overridden. Okay, overridden, and it will be deleting that particular thing. Okay, then what is the next point? We can read. Okay, we can read the file, and we can write the content into a file also. Okay, now the next access mode that's available, we have append access mode. So what is this append access mode? We are trying to see now. Okay, append access mode. So this access mode create a new file if file is not present. Okay, this access mode will create a file if the file will not presented. If file is present and inside the file having some data, then the data will not be overridden, means the data will be present overridden. Then the next point will be this access mode is read both. So this access mode is both readable and writable. Okay, and also the file pointer, and every time also the file pointer will present at the end of the file. Okay, we have already done with the help of the example. Also in this session we are seeing a new concept that is called our seek. So we are trying to write some theoretical point that's available in case of our seek method. Okay, so come to this one. So what is this seek method? We are trying to see now. So this method, okay, so this method is used to send the file pointer. Okay, send the file pointer from one point to another point. Okay, so this is the main example of our seek method. Okay. So that's all for this session. Thanks for watching. Try right.